Okay, traders, Tuesday chart session, welcome in. I haven't been online and since around 10 p.m. yesterday, 9 p.m. yesterday, 12, 15 hours off. Um, yeah, so we'll start here. The main thing I'm trying to do is just be extremely disciplined in my habits and trust that if I do this, the results are going to follow. I got so far off track on my habits, trying new different things that I drew down quite a bit, and I'm paper trading, and I'm sticking with that. Yesterday I was successful, and I got a green check, so I'm happy. Today, so far, so good. I did not check charts or trading from my phone. And by the way, the reason I've been offline so long is because my computer charger died, and I had to go to 4 different stores to try to find a new charger. And I ended up buying a new laptop, which I'm happy about because my old laptop had quite a small screen. Now I have a very wide screen, and I think a wide screen is going to help me trade better because you always have to look left in trading, and so wider is more important than high. And considering all the money I just squandered and threw away, this is a good investment. But haven't been online. No Twitter, Discord. Trade only my own setups. Limit orders only. Appropriately wide stop loss. Waiting to advance my stop, etc., etc. I walk the dog before logging on. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the charts and see what happened. And there's a number of things that I'm interested in doing here. So first of all, um, we took the high. Yay, we took the high. So that's good because it means now we can focus on shorts. So this is what I was expecting and hoping for, although I didn't play it perfect. Actually, we didn't take the high on Bybit. Let's look at some of these other charts. Yes, we took the high. Did we take the high? Some of them didn't, so we could still maybe expect possibly one more push higher. Although I'm going to try short again. I was stopped out on my short here, which sucks. Maybe my stop was inappropriately wide. And I also didn't get filled on this limit order here. I didn't get filled on this because I didn't create this limit order, but I will now. So what I was waiting for this breakdown short is we need 3 bounces on the daily, and we have 3 bounces on the daily now, so we can now limit. We actually have one, two, yeah, one, two. This one, I can throw that away. I would count that as a bounce on the 4 hour. It's close enough. So I'm going to keep this one up here, and then I'm also interested in a lower or another inside ladder. So I'm gonna have three. I'm gonna have a short of this. I'm gonna have a short here, and then I'm gonna have a short here. But I'm uh, I'm playing this. I'm not going to go into full detail because I want to move on and work on my system, but I'm aiming for down here. Every single sign is telling me we're coming down to 19,000 at the minimum. There's a chance we make new lows, and I want to participate in it. I don't, it'd be nice if I had stayed in my short. I was just barely stopped out. I'm going to try again. So let's quickly review the other markets. So high time frame thesis, the most important thing is that PPI is down. Is up. Inflation is actually up. We have relatively taken the high while we're building a nice ladder of liquidity at the lows. We can connect these two lows to go lower. We have a bearish bat harmonic, which calls for a top right here. We have a Elliott wave idea, which calls for a top right here. We have a HY block liquidity idea that calls for a top right here. We are going to trade one way towards the lows is the game plan. On the monthly, it is hot down below. It could make sense to take the highs. One more time, I don't like that we didn't quite clear it on Bybit, but it's good enough for me to say, hey, there's so much heat lower, there's a little bit more, but the bias definitely needs to be towards the downside now. So let's look for that. Now, other high time frame, the dollar has broken out and is above all these downtrend lines is an uptrend, so we're looking for shorts. Huge dump on the indices today. I'm not entirely sure why, other than PPI. I heard Biden's going to Ukraine. I'm curious what the news item is because these actually matter. Cap their worst day of the year of 2023. News. It's just a higher rate thing, I think, PPI, and I think that is a significant thing. So I feel pretty good about this. Bitcoin hasn't followed yet, but I believe that it will. It just takes a little bit longer to distribute sometimes. Um, yeah, maybe it would have been better to trade with wider stops so far, but I have multiple ways to get in this trade. So let's go ahead and do it. So let's go to paper trading, and I do need to log this loser that we just had, which was a negative 900, negative $800 loss on our paper trading account. Negative, which I don't feel bad. I don't think it was a mistake. Maybe my stop was a little bit. This was an inside ladder short, and I'm gonna say continue to draw down, but I like the trade. Expected the chance of stop. Maybe stop was a little narrow, but again, I think a push up higher kind of makes sense. So now that this has 3 bounces and we've arguably taken the highs, we can definitely do a breakdown here. I'm saying if we take this low, I'm gonna try it with a tight stop loss. We should have a breakdown. Maybe right here. We have 3 touches, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a limit order. And again, where are we aiming? We're aiming for the 19,000 area. And if this works, there will be ways to add on. But yeah, we should. I want to use a tighter stop because if this works, it should happen. It should go pretty quick. We could bounce here, but um, again, I want to try something here. So the 4 hour, I guess, the safest would be to put it right here, which is fine. We can do that. So it's going to be a stop market order with 1 risk. And also because the way TradingView works, and then we're going to do a 4 hour on the inside here. If we're able to make it back up here, I'm going to short it. Aiming for the lows. And then I want to work on my system a little bit, which I'm quite excited for, and this is why I really wanted to get into it. So the 4 hour gap, if we make one more final push, just saying, hey, right inside here, and yeah, we'll play the 4 hour. I prefer the 4 hour actually. We can look at the 5 minute, but I prefer the 4 hour. The 4 hour is right above all this liquidity, which is perfect. And we have a 1.6% stop. We will try this, create a limit order with 1% risk. And then I'm going to undo this one and we're going to retry it. I still want another predictive sweep short here, but I want to look at some lower time frame, see how the liquidity profile changed with this current sweep up, and then we're going to go work on the system and do the deep work. So on the 7 day, really just above here, 25.5 is a good entry, 26 is a good stop. So I'm right at, I like 25.5. And then with a stop up here at around 26 seems good to me in case we sweep again. But I feel less bad about missing this because now I have some ideas about how to participate in this trade, even if it didn't work out for me. So, okay, we have a limit sell. Now I want to go into the lower time frame and see what a possible short entry might have looked like, but it was so sharp and quick that it actually didn't really allow for a 5 minute gap to even fill. But that is this order, and I'm happy to wait for that. So we have our setup. This is line is void now. This is 3 touches, and let's go look at work on the system. But I'm on the daily. It's just, to me, it's more evidence of topping, where we're taking the highs, but we're building a nice ladder and we can connect them. And I'm just not going to be interested in short and longs. I'm not planning on being interested in the longs until down here, unless we sweep here and we get a strong reaction. So that's the one exception. So let's turn everything off, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to let's go over here and let's work on a system flow chart, this is what I've been really looking forward to doing. So this is my system framework 4.0. Okay. So number one, I'll do 12. Did price take a major level? A major level is a range higher to low, a trend higher to low, or yeah, that's what a major level is. Did price take a major level? A major level is a range higher to low. I don't want this to be italic, but okay. Did price take a major level? And then we'll have no. And we'll have yes. I'm going to throw in arrows and boxes. I don't want to be distracted by the price, so I'm going to throw on a bunch of these to compress the screen so I can't see it. Okay. Okay. If no, price didn't take any level or took only a minor level. Price traded inside of range or trend, high, lows, high or low. Okay. We start up here. Over here, no trade. No trade. Wait. Back test. Go out and do something else. Okay. Yeah. Go have fun. Okay, yes. Now, am I in a profitable position? We have yes. We have no. If yes, advanced stop loss under just be on new level. We take profit. Advanced stop loss and take profit just beyond new levels. Okay. No. Did price claim the level or reject the level? Claiming the level is consolidation, is no reaction, no major reaction, consolidation above, and or closing the daily above. Bid price rejecting the level is a major reaction, consolidation below, consolidation within, and or closing the daily within. Okay. Italics, y'all. Let's do it like this. Yes. Am I in a profitable position? Yes. No. Price rejected level. Price claimed level. Look for trend reversal. Trend reversal setting. Set up inside. Set up limit orders for inside shorts. Set up limit orders for inside retracement. Set up limit order. For predictive sweep using 4 hour, 1 hour, 4 hour gap, 1 hour gap, HY block, liquidity, liquidations, and or composite average. Okay. Now we're also going to set up stop market break trade as soon as the trend line has 3 touches. Look for retracement and continuation breakdown trades. Okay. Now we have price claimed level. Trend continuation setting. Set up a limit order for retest. Set up conditional order for continued break. Look for continuation break add-ons. Okay, so this is essentially this is my trading system, and I mean, as much as I wish I had just made a bunch of money, like my system wasn't good enough. Specifically, yeah, I was missing the trend continuation stuff, which should help me out a whole lot. And then I was also missing a lot of good habit stuff. But this isn't right. price claimed level, price rejected level. At least this time, yeah. Well, I'm just paper trading is all I'm doing here. It's like understanding what's happening is more important than having an exact setup, I think. Like having multiple setups to get in based on the trend setting. So, okay, if price rejected level, um, this would be where we would advance stop loss and take profit just beyond new levels. Okay, price claimed level. Hold position. Now, arrows. I don't know why I want to do blue. And then I'm going to go look at examples of this happening. Price rejects, trend reversal. Hold position. Okay. So what I was missing was what to do when price claimed level, and also just always assuming it rejected, or really just trading reversal even when it claimed. So that was a serious problem with my system. I mean, I had problems with my habits, but that was a serious problem with my system. Okay, so this is something that I need to always keep in mind. And in my trading model, I kind of want to sort of purge a lot of this. I feel like it's kind of a mess. Trading journal, trading model live. Let's make a new one. Trading business. Metagame model. Where's trading model live? Trade plans. Trading data. Account growth and trade log. Okay. Here, this isn't a data thing. This is a. I'm gonna copy some stuff and purge some stuff. Trading model. Trend system. What I want to do is pull this stuff off. Well, I don't know if I have the energy to do all this right now, but I don't want to keep adding, I want to combine. Trading framework. Trading framework. Go back here. It's kind of simple. So I'm gonna go look at the chart for where we are, and then I'm gonna go do just a slight back testing. I'm gonna need to eat lunch and break here, and I feel like my energy is not that good. I didn't even get started until 1 p.m. and I haven't eaten anything, so it's not ideal, but here we are. System Framework 4.0. Did price take a major level? Okay, let's go look at the current chart now. Did price take a major level? We took this major level and we rejected it. We also, let me turn off paper trading. It hasn't really started yet, this down leg, so I don't need to feel too bad about not having profited or participated in it. Want to log out, paper trading. Naked chart. Did we take a major level? We took this major level and we rejected it. We consolidated on, we had a huge reaction and we're consolidated under it. Also, depending on the chart we're using, which is a lot of them, we actually took the highs right here. Some of them we did, some of them we didn't. Some of them we did. Yeah, this one we did, for instance. So based on that, okay, this is our framework. Yes, I'm not in a profitable position, no. We rejected the level. So we have a limit order for inside retracement, a limit order for predictive sweep, and a stop market break trade as soon as the trend line has 3 touches. Which we do have, we have that as well. We have a 3-touch breakdown trade. So that's that. We are following my system as it's as we are supposed to. As soon as this trend line breaks. Although I think it's possible that we should actually, I'm supposed to front run this level just barely. And that will possibly give us a better fill. So actually, let me go back to paper trading and improve that a little bit, or just clean that up just a little bit. This one will stay at 25,500. The possibility of going higher is still there. What's interesting is my short from here could still be in because my stop was supposed to be right at this level. Although I feel like it would have been taken out. This one. And back to paper trading. And I want to exit this one. I'm going to go into just a lower time frame to be just right above that area. And underneath this gap, just barely, like, because also this trend line is moving up. I would say right here is good. Because it's better to be right before, because if I'm right after, we might gap down and my fill isn't particularly good. Now, did price take a major level here and reclaim? No, it's a minor level. It took this and has so far reclaimed it, but that's a minor level, so that's not a trade. And we'll stick with the 2%. Stop. Okay. Create a limit order. Stop with 1% risk. Okay. Now, let's get out of paper trading, and we're just going to do a little bit of this trend continuation, which that one needs a little bit of work in terms of how to do the precise entry, but I think I have the trigger down. So let's log out of paper trading. Where do we want to go? Let's look at our naked weekly chart where we're going to mark this up here. So system framework. Let us pull this way over here. We're not really going to see it. Okay, so let's look at a couple of the recent breakouts. So price is doing this. I'm going to mark it in blue. This is a major level. Because there's so much liquidity here, there's a big gap above. This is a major level. This is a major level. These are the local major levels. And then we have this one. This is a major level. And then we have one more right here. This is a major level. We also have down here as a major level. And here is a major level. So first, considering this what had been a major level, and this, being long inside of here could have been reasonable, and there's different breakout ideas that do make sense, but let's just play around with this trend continuation idea. Okay, so we're not going to trade until something happens. Okay, so this major level is claimed on the daily. Now if we look at the 1 hour, we didn't have a major reaction and we're consolidating above it. So there's a couple different ways to play this, but we're not shorting here because we broke out. We're long and our first target is here, our second target is here, our third target is here, right? Because we've claimed a level. So this is where I need to work on the actual entry a little bit more. Okay, I want to hide the price for myself. Okay, so for one, I would say we're going to long a retest with a stop inside whatever low it is. It's quite a tight stop. And we're also going to long a breakout. With a 2% stop. Both of these aiming much higher. Okay, back to the daily. Okay, so we did not get filled on this one. I might need to allow market ordering because market buying right as it happens is not so bad. Okay, this didn't get filled, but I kind of knew that. Now, we closed above here. So we can long above here with a stop inside of here as another position. Just above the high here. See what price is kind of doing. Okay. Now once again, the day closes. I think just right as the day ends. So right as the day ends, there should be a breakout along right here, right? With a stop inside of here. And we can have an add-on in the second one. Now what happened here, every time price takes a new high, we can add on with a stop inside that day. And we're advancing our position. Our positions, okay, here we claim this level, right? We didn't have a major reaction, or did we? We consolidated under it, we didn't claim it, okay. We didn't have a major reaction, we claimed that level, right? So once this level is claimed, it triggers another breakout long. Once again above the high with a stop inside. Pretty wide stop, but we're now aiming for this target. One more day, let's see. Once again, we could go long. Why? Because this is every new high of a trend is a major level, especially when we're in open space. So we could go long on a breakout with a stop just inside. The next day, so here's where we probably want to get cautious. We haven't taken the level yet, but we're seeing a possible reaction. So why don't we advance our stop right up here? Next. Okay, so we haven't taken it. Okay, we took the major level and we fell under it. So at this point, we're going to advance our stops to here and our take profit right to here. Or you know what, let's just put our stop right here. Now we're also interested in shorting sweeps of the highs now because this happened. Okay, so we're short there, we could be. And we closed out of our trade and we got 17, 12, 12, 5, and 2. And yeah, and this one was 1. So 17 plus 12 plus 12 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1. That's just from trading the daily chart. So now we could have a short right there. Okay, we've established a level. Actually, if we back up here, the low is now the daily. It looks like we could have just held, actually. That said, this is a long trigger as well, where we could do an inside long here. And now we could do a breakout long because we took this. So we could get back in there. At this point, we're thinking trend reversal because we took a major level and we're consolidating underneath it, and we rejected. And breakdowns. This one's a little bit harder because we did have this one, which could have stopped us out. But we could even go short here after the day ends. Doesn't work great. Understanding this is wave 4 of wave 5 is sort of helpful to trade that a little bit better. But here, we have a major level claimed, so we can do an inside trade here, a sweep trade here. Well, even this, we might have caught this a predictive short. And then now that we broke out and closed above it, once again, we can do a long on a break of this high with a stop inside here. And I need to figure out, a stop inside the candle body might make sense. I need to know what the regular retracement are. A retest of this level would have worked this time, where we could have done, this is the key level. We could have longed a retrace and had a long on a breakout, and I think it's reasonable to try both possibly. Well, the breakout has a little bit worse RR is why. Okay, now on the daily, a little bit less interested in longing that, especially as soon as this happens. Now we're in a trend setting is bearish, and we're aiming down here. But this is how I'm thinking of trading now. About trading is just take it back to what I was doing is only trading these major level breaks. But what I was doing when I was profitable early or late last year was just trading only the reversals, but now I can have the same trigger but a continuation. So, give you an example of one. Another example. Taking this and reversing. Some charts we took it. That is a long trigger. Now we're aiming up here. So we can have our inside sweep, which we might be able to get in here. Okay, now that was the major level now. I bet you there's some breakouts on the daily here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there was one. We could break out long right there. We survive. Holding above that. Okay, we can long that. Maybe we stopped out, but could have gotten a nice little from here to here. Would have been decent. What's another example? This one I did catch, but this would have been sort of hard to catch from my new system. This is just wild that worked. Because we took this and we consolidated above. But I think that made sense from the bearishness of the market. Here, the reason that I was trading this way is here is mostly only pivots, right? Because we never held a breakout. The only breakout we held was, we never really held a breakout. Here's an example though. If this is a major level, as soon as we close under it, we can short. Maybe we think about exiting here, even though we went lower. This is a major level. As soon as we lost and closed under it, we could short that. This one didn't really work. I mean, there's more context to it, and it's not foolproof. Okay, we closed above this. We can long that, right? Now for the all-time high, we never closed. Let's see, did we ever close above the all-time high? One time was a loss. And then another time, but then this red candle is telling us, is a warning. It's not going to work. And then as soon as we lost, I guess this is a key level. Yeah. So I need to work on the setups, but this gives me a better idea of what the trend is and continuation. And I'm excited if we trend down to whatever happens to be able to find a way to participate by with breakdowns and breakouts. But I mean, we could push up higher. I kind of hope we do. But to me, this looks like, yeah, more down. So I'm going to break for lunch now. It's 2 o'clock. This to me, some charts we took it. That's good enough for me to run my 3 setups. And then anytime we get 3 bounces on a daily, I can take another breakdown short. And also if there's a level where there's like triple equal lows, I could take. I'm interested in shorting into this region if we can get here. Yeah. The dollar keeps pushing higher. The indices, definite nice breakdown. I wonder what happens if we get back to this line, if we get a bounce there, but I think it has everything to do with inflation being higher than expected. And then, for me, habits, framework, stress management plan, equity, monthly breakdown. I think what I want here is trading data here, and then we have trading model here. So this is going to let me clean up my stuff a bit. Okay. So my habits is my data. Framework should go here. I'll not save that. I didn't. What is the percentage? Did I download it? I did. It's not the cleanest version, but we'll take it. Okay, we gotta go back and find it. And we will break. Why is it all janky? Why can't I just do this? Copy it and paste it. Okay, let's do that. Okay. There we go, I can do this. Okay, perfect. Trading framework. Then we have my trend system. Should delete this. Stress management plan. Okay. Risk platform. Okay. I just don't like how I have this set up anymore. I want to put it all into this, into the same one. Okay, sweep into gap is also. Okay. Predictive sweep, I'm gonna call it. Predictive sweep inside ladder. We call it inside retracement reversal. And a new one, which is 1 day continuation. Breaks. Breakout. Okay. Enter after other trend reversal signals. This is a reversal break. So I have also continuation break. And then we're gonna have 1 day continuation. We're also gonna have retracement continuation and continuation break. Okay, so I need to do some work on this, on continuation breaks, but I feel like I have enough edge. I just need to stay the course and stick with it, and we'll see what happens. It wouldn't surprise me to take the high one more time, but I'm still happy and okay to take one more loss inside here. I mean, I could have a really wide stop like that. I just don't want that. I don't want a 4% stop. Also curious about how's the total crypto market cap doing. Oh, this isn't what I want. I want the altcoin. Total 3. ETH. Looks worse than Bitcoin to me. It's, yeah. I'm trying to just focus on Bitcoin, but ETH looks bad to me. And any kind of stop in here would have worked. So, yeah, I mean, once everything's going back, I might go back to trading ETH BTC chart. Once I'm doing a little bit better, because look, like inside retracement here would have been, looks like it would have worked, at least so far. Which was what? Would have been a short. This is like the same short I took on Bitcoin. Here, with a stop inside here. Very tight stop. And would have filled and be running now at a ridiculous 8R. That's ridiculous. And I took the same trade on Bitcoin and it was a stop out and wouldn't have even ran that far. The trade I took on Bitcoin was the same sweep, but we went higher. So that is, tells me that I should maybe continue trading ETH because it's been so weak. I could have had an 8R overnight, really. And I'm not sure I see a reason to close it. This is also why I need to take every inside ladder because it's such a good setup. When it works, the risk reward is outrageous. And to get a 0.5% stop at a potential top, it's crazy. You know, we came all the way up here and respected that high. Or even doing this would have been reasonable, but yeah. Let's look at ETH BTC. Yeah, it looks like to me, it looks like a full-on breakdown. Which is why it's like, yeah, I would like to be. It looks like we broke a very high time frame trend line that has possibly, how many touches does that have? 1, 2, 3, 4th. The 4th touch breaks. And ETH is coming back. No. That's something to pay attention to. So yeah, maybe I think it's will make sense to trade Ethereum, honestly. Because if I know it's relatively weak, compared to Bitcoin, it's just a better short. Or if I know it's particularly strong. Like that's crazy. I could add an 8R instead of a stop out. And just by looking at the ETH chart and saying, hey, this is our 4th touch. Which is a 1, 2, 3. And So given that, does ETH make a better short? Let's look at the situation here. Probably not right now, honestly, because we'll probably do some catching up. I don't know. It just doesn't look as clean to me where a stop inside all these I don't like. And I don't really like shorting into a big gap, which ETH often bounces off of nicely. Maybe if it pokes it a couple more times, but yeah, for now, I guess I'm not that interested. And let's look in the lower time frame if it makes sense for there to be some kind of a bounce. Not necessarily like maybe we did take a key level here. And we actually closed above. So locally. So maybe if we bounce here, another touch here is a good short. Okay. For habits, I'm okay with trading BTC with ETH. But yeah, splitting my risk and taking that ETH inside ladder would have been so money. Jesus, that would have printed insane. So the dump happened last night at 10, is that right? This happened right as I logged off, like a couple minutes after. Okay, well, that's it for now. Much love and talk to you guys soon. Peace.